Hello, Memphis family. This is Drake Okie, Athletic Director at Memphis Community Schools, with another report from the Memphis Team Report. We have a fantastic guest today. I'm very excited to be able to announce we were able to hire a girls basketball coach for our varsity girls basketball program. He's a coach that we were really interested in. We sought after because we knew in our best interest of our girls and the entire girls program, we needed somebody like him to come in and take over. And our girls basketball program could never have been in a better position they are right now with their new head coach and Coach Mark Carlson. Welcome to Memphis Community Schools.
Thanks for having me.
Mark, as I said, we were really excited to be able to talk to you and meet with you. We appreciate you gave us the opportunity. In the short time you've been here, you got your first game tomorrow. I know that you're getting the girls ready for that. Give me a little background about yourself. How many years have you been in coaching?
I've been coaching basketball since I was in college, so actually been coaching basketball for 25 years. I've been doing varsity girls, though, for 13.
13 years.
Did that in Armada. Did boys and girls for a long time until the MHSA made us choose, and then I stuck with the girls side.
What made you stick with the girls?
It was a varsity team.
I coached girls years ago, and one thing I noticed about girls, a little different than boys. Boys, they all have that vision of playing in the NBA and, you know, ESPN, where girls, if they buy into what you're doing, they'll run through a wall for you. And I know in your previous job, what a fantastic job you did there. What do you see so far in your short time here at Memphis?
Oh, these girls listen. You know, they're absorbing everything I'm asking them to do. You know, they really do try to do whatever I ask them to do. They're coming quickly. I think we made big strides the last couple weeks. Not really sure, you know, where we're going to fall tomorrow. Our scrimmages have been interesting, but they're getting better every day. I think we're going to surprise some people. It's going to be fun.
Well, Coach, one of the things that I've heard not only from the players but from the parents and outside of the basketball community is the girls seem to really be responding to you, and that they feel the short time you've been here, you have their back, you know, which is very important for a girl or any athlete to believe from their coach. So I want to compliment you on that. Maybe you can share with us some of your things that you do in order for girls to feel so secure that they know their head coach has their best interest.
We always just talk about, you know, who we're playing for and why we're there, and that they're playing for the girl next to them, and how this is their team, not my team. You know, I'll be there next year, but they're playing for their friends and they're playing for each other, and make it understand that basketball is really a microcosm of life. And, you know, I try to teach the bigger lessons through basketball, but that who we're playing for and why we're there, that it's not about me, it's not about them individually, that they're playing for the girl standing next to them. And when they understand that I'm not there for me, this isn't an ego trip for me. You know, the wins and losses, it's not about me, it's not about my record, that this is about them, and I'm here to help them. You know, that they respond to that, and that's what people want to hear, that it's not about me. This is their team, this is their school, this is their community. I'm just here to try to help them be the best they can be.
Well, Coach, that's, you know, we do have some teams here that have some success, and those head coaches have that same type of philosophy. That's why when I did call you, I knew you would be a good fit for here. And again, I appreciate the opportunity that you're giving us by you bringing your experience here for these girls. I know they deserve it. The program deserves it. I can tell you that, you know, you have a lot of enthusiasm also going on with some of the lower level coaches, junior high, as well as some of youth coaches and the players already in a short time, and they haven't even seen you play a game. How important is it, do you think, to have the community, the parents involved with helping youth sports, 5th, 4th, 3rd, 5th, 6th, 7th grade? How does that assist you, and what's your philosophy on overseeing all that?
Oh, I mean, that's huge. Basketball is such a skilled game. You need that momentum early. They need to start early, and that desire to play, just getting them in the gym, you got to generate the numbers and the enthusiasm, and that starts with the parents. You know, willing to bring them in on Saturdays, or get in that Saturday 5th and 6th grade travel league and give up 5 or 6 Saturdays in a row and a night a week to go practice, or that summer camp, or, you know, that's time away from the family, and that's but it's activity for the kids, it's friends, those are experiences. But without the parents willing to bring the kids in and without the kids wanting to do it, that's huge. But the other thing is I can't do it alone. I can't be at all those practices and I can't run that all by myself. So you need parents who are willing to step up and run those things. And, I'll help, I'll set directions, but, I haven't had a chance to really get into the middle school stuff yet, but it looks like there's some really great coaches. The 8th grade coaches look phenomenal. I know Gino's been around forever. He's a great guy. Even when I was in Armada, we all know who Gino was. They do a wonderful job, but we need to get the numbers up and start to generate some of that enthusiasm, and it all starts young. If you can get them young, because as they get older, they start to choose other things. The hope is when they get to the high school, they're not just doing one thing, that they're playing multiple sports and they're doing everything they can, because that's truly what a high school athlete should be doing, is getting the full range of experiences.
Well, Coach, you said you've coached for 23 years.
25. Yeah.
25 years, and boys, girls, and you've sort of focused on the girls the last several years. What are some of your experiences that you think you can bring to, highlight for our girls, for them to buy into, hey, this is about us, and this is about a team, not just individually?
I think just when I took over in Armada, we were in a similar spot. And I can bring that story here, that they were struggling, and yet they know me and they've seen me at the end of that road. And I can bring that in of here's what it takes to build. And I've got kids, and my daughter, my own kids played college sports. They played high school sports, and my own daughter's just coming out of college, but she's been in and helping with practice. And she talks to the girls and is like, listen, this is what it takes, and do you want to be able to be at the next level or just to be successful? So I can bring in some of those other people and kids their age, and they already love Caitlin. She brings in her new little dog, Maverick, and they're like, where's Maverick? But those type of things help them see that there is an end and there is a goal, and even if it's not something that we're going to attain this year, they understand, I think, that they're laying the future for the groups behind them. And the freshmen that I have on the team and the sophomores, those seniors are a fantastic group of kids. They're great girls. I think it's unfortunate maybe what they've had in the past. I don't know. Wasn't here, but I hear them talk, but they've been great leaders and great people so far.
Well, Coach, I know as AD, I'm already getting more positive phone calls in the short period of time you've been working with the girls than I did, previously. And, that's a huge compliment. As an AD, that makes me feel good, that I know I've got somebody leading the girls and directing them and have their best interest. Coach, any final words you may have you want to share with the people of Memphis about what your expectations are for this year's and as well as in the future?
I just ask the girls give me their best. Win or lose, that's obviously our goal is to win every game, but we're going to give it our best. We're not going to win every game, but we will play hard and we will put on the best show we can. You will never see us give up, and we'll battle. We'll battle every night, but we are going to learn bigger lessons as well. And you'll see these girls develop into women, and it should be fun to watch. We like to play defense, and we're just not going to stand there. I think you'll see us improve. You watch us tomorrow. You watch us in game 17 and 18. I think you're going to see two very different teams.
Well, I have no doubt. And again, Coach, I know maybe one last thing. I know you were out of coaching for a couple of years, spent some time with your family, be able to watch your daughter playing college sports, which I think is fantastic. I know that feeling, so I know. What was your enthusiasm to take a job like this where you're starting basically over again?
It's a new challenge. A lot of it had to do with you, knowing you, coaching against you.
You mean beating me, you mean?
That was good. That was fun. But Memphis has always been so close to Armada. Even through some of those years when we were getting our gym done, I would come over here. They let us come practice here. I've always had a closeness with Memphis, and it's a chance to get back in. I knew I wanted to. I just didn't know when. This was a great opportunity to do it someplace close. And rebuilding's fun. Sometimes rebuilding fun. Seemed like a great opportunity, and the timing was right. And like I said, I think you and I have the same core values and what we believe in how a program should be run and what we expect out of kids, and that means a lot to me. I wasn't going to go back into a situation where we don't believe the same things, but I know you and I do, so it was a great fit.
Well, Coach, I'm glad you accepted that phone call. I'm glad I made the phone call. I'm glad you accepted it, and I'm proud to say you're our head coach. And I want to thank you for coming, and I look forward to all some great things for our kids that you're going to bring.
Thank you.
Thank you. And we'll be right back with you to talk about our upcoming events and where our winter sport teams are at this time. So look forward to talking to you in a few minutes. Thank you.
We have cables to walk on, and we have ropes to swing on, and it's a lot of, for their mind, it's a lot of tactile, so it's really good for them to be able to feel what they're going to be doing. And out here, as you can see, we have our brand new climbing tower, and that is also accessible for anybody in a wheelchair.
Our winter sports season is taking off nicely. Our girls basketball, our junior high girls basketball season has started off with their two head coaches, Chad Diener and Gina Letarte, and their 7th and 8th grade teams are just pounding up wins. They're doing a great job, and the future of girls basketball is very bright. They're in the middle of their season. They have a few more games left before Christmas. Our girls basketball program, as you know, is just starting up. They play their first game tomorrow night here at Memphis against Landmark. And boys basketball has already started. We're 2-0 at the time. Our boys basketball team has had some leaner times the last few years, but they're definitely hungry, working hard, playing hard, and they play their third game Friday night at the Tin House against Landmark as well. Bowling has great numbers. They don't start playing until January, but they're already practicing and getting ready for their season. Our wrestling program, what do we have, 18 districts or 19 districts in the last 20 years. And Mark Pringle's leading them. Hall of Fame member Mark Pringle is leading them. And they're doing a fantastic job. They actually have their meet tonight and then on Wednesday, and then they open up their tournament season on Saturday at K-Pac. So we're very excited about them as well. Our cheerleading program, who were district qualifiers last year, made it always to regionals. Coach Alyssa Troy and Kelly Clark came back out of retirement to help lead them with Alyssa. They have over 20 girls in their program. They're competing a competition season that's already planned for them, as they're very excited about, and we're actually going to hold our very first cheerleading competition here, league cheerleading competition, on January 10th. So it'd be fantastic if you could come out and cheer them on. So as you see, girls sports, boys sports, winter sports in whole is starting out with a flurry here at Memphis. There's a lot of excitement. Love to have you come down, be a part of it, support our kids, home and away, and look forward for you to continue to make us Memphis strong. So to the Memphis family, thank you again. Look forward to seeing you. And have a very Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and we'll see you next year from Memphis. This is Drake Okie saying Happy Holidays.
Out.